So
And before we go to the next topic and stuff like that, is one of my biggest concerns is, of course, America Chavez.
oh yeah, oh
She is a
my
big
gosh.
concern. It's like I feel bad for the actress who got a lot of hate from the woke crowd in the community. They hated her because she was not, Latino enough or whatever it was. It was like stupid stuff. She wasn't like fit for the role. They wanted to like give the role away. She got a lot of hate comments and a lot of stuff like that. I'm just like, she's 15 years old in real life, man, and you are this mean to an actress, and she's a part of your community, and you're that mean to her. But other than that, I'm really scared of the character because the comics, they're not great.
Yeah,
I re-
so I was trying to find, so for those of you that don't know, she is, an alien lesbian with 2 moms who can basically she's Wonder Woman that can punch portals. But
yep,
then the comic book, I think it's their second series. She is written by, I believe, it's Gabriel Rivera. I know her last name is Rivera for sure.
yep,
And she's transitioning into university or at least another school.
yep,
And I've touched on this a little bit in some other videos or whatever, how cringy it gets. This is
yeah,
just one. So there's political references. There is all sorts of weird um, social justice references, those kinds of things. They even
yep,
created a story. This is a little screenshot I was able to quickly find of they recreated a reason for her to go back in time so she could recreate. She steps in front of Captain America so she could punch Hitler, which is the mere opposite
yeah,
of the famous comic book with Captain America punching Hitler, the propaganda piece.
yep.
So
That
this
was
is
so
how
stupid.
feudal it gets. This is a shot. This is the lesbian love interest, and this is
Yeah,
Kate Bishop in the car. And the
yep,
conversation is about envy of their lesbian relationship. And if this is what love is like, I wish I could be a lesbian too, or something.
yeah.
It's
It's just,
so cringy and weird, and these
it is
people
so
are being
cringy.
like exploited for their sexuality.
Yeah,
I actually said I pity them. I think it's bigoted
yeah,
to
and for
treat
me,
people this way.
I am a bisexual man. I I have been in the LGBTQ community
Mhm.
a long time in my life, and I'm pretty honest about that. I don't support Pride and LGBTQ how it is now because it's so toxic, and there are a lot of things that are happening that I don't like at all. But I
Well,
support the good
I
old.
think it's unfair to think that anything represents everyone. Right?
I don't think
We were talking about my
certain
faith
people.
earlier. Like, I hope I don't represent all Christians. That's not fair to anyone. It's not fair to
No,
me. It's not fair to them.
I
And
like
I think
I don't
whatever
I
they
don't
do doesn't represent you, however you
no.
identify. Like, it's unfair to think in these massive terms. Like, can we stop doing that? And these
Yeah, no, it's
caricatures do more harm than good.
yeah, because it's like okay, when I read a comic for a person who is bisexual, I don't care about the character's sexualities, but I don't want that to be the whole point of the character. I want to see,
Right.
I want to see the character fight. I want to see a good story. Why is this character fighting for this? Why is this like that? I want to see the character. Whatever they want to have a sexy time with doesn't I don't care about that. I don't want to read or look at that when I read a comic. That is not what I care about.
Yeah, Gray says it's infamous for being so cringe and the bad writing. And
Yeah.
I think what Jace, you're not even hitting the nail on the head is when you would try to read these, we would go through like 10 pages of non-action. You'll just
Yep.
go through pages and pages. And I'm not even saying like traditional 1990s superhero action, just like some sort of fight scene, something happening,
Yeah.
pages and pages. And these weird cringes, like this is a political thing in America. I don't know if you guys know this. One of our Supreme Court justices is, her last name is Sotomayor.
Mm.
So when America Chavez goes away to the school is called Sotomayor University. So it was put there on purpose because she's a sort of represents like the extreme far left amongst the
Yeah.
justices. She doesn't represent anything
Yeah.
other than that. And none of our justices, I don't think, when they're living, have had a university or anything like that named after them. Now, I don't want to speak 100%, but it was a
Yeah.
very purposeful thing to do in a mainstream comic. And This
Yeah.
poor girl, and again, I'm trying not to bash on her as an actress and the other girl that's in Miss Marvel because they are such a they're getting. And again, I actually didn't want to mean to bash on Moon Knight either because I don't think most of the performances have been terrible. Like it's
No,
not
it's just the
It's not
writing.
Oscar Isaac's fault. It's not
No, it's
you know,
just the
Ethan Hawke's
writing and
actually been good, and actually
the
Ethan Hawke's character's been good, but these
yeah.
shows, oh, they
It's the
just
people behind it, the people who are
yeah.
behind it, the writing, and all of that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah. Right? And I'm not playing.